Where's Damn Spin? There he is. Damn Spin coming towards the end of sector 2. It's a 44.4. 4 tenths up. Is that enough to get himself into Q2? I don't think so. He needs to find like 2 or 3 more tenths to make sure he's in the top 15. Chris Panda's on the cusp of getting knocked out. Can he improve his lap time? Down in 15th place. He's on the oh, that's a horrible exit. Entry is turn last corner. And he goes up into 7th place at the Cohen. Cohen's slight improvement in that middle sector. Can Cohen get himself out of Q1? Let's see. No, he's invalidated. Cohen has been knocked out of Q1. KSI's in the pits. Indian Jesus, no! He's invalidated it. Indian Jesus will start in last place then. He's invalidated both runs on the soft run. And it's about to rain. This is crucial. He needs to finish the lap. Let's see where he can go. Oh, he's in 12th place. So he needs to find another 10 to get into Q2, Q3, but I don't think he'll be improving because the rain has came. And that's going to ruin a lot of people's lap time. So Krishna has been knocked out, Chris Panda has been knocked out, Mr. Strouds has been knocked out, Godly Numb has been knocked out, and he's run out of fuel anyway, so we couldn't go for another one. Everybody apart from Nathan and Starslag on their flying lap. Double's coming towards the final corner. Oh, the car almost just, he almost lost the car. At 11.7, set by Double. Third goes quickest by 3 tenths. Now to the last corner he goes. Let's see if we can place that Mercedes. Decent exit from him. He'll go up into 2nd place. He's at a Double. That 50.3. He's lost 4 tenths in that middle sector. It looks like the rain's getting heavier, and that's not going to do anyone any favours. We've got Ferg's back in the pit, so he's not bothered to do another lap. Louis Lide's out there somewhere. What's he doing? 5 tenths down in the first sector. Nathan started his flying lap as Duel. He's 2 tenths down already in the first sector. First sector's like 2 corners. And that's the validation from Nathan. Almost loses it, but he saves it. So, CJ and Ferg is on pole position. Ahead of Nathan in 2nd place, Duel's in 3rd ahead of Harvey Lees. Louis Lad is in 5th. Ahead of iNemo, Jerome in 7th place, ahead of AJ, the real DC, 9th ahead of Steinslag, and that is the top 10 ready for the race for tonight. Lights out, away we go folks, and it looks like Ferg gets a decent start, but Nathan might have a better start than Ferg. Yes he does, he slides past him, he goes past him. Double also on the outside, into turn 1 we go. Racing Point's been overwhelmed, but those two go off the track. Misjudged their braking zones. Ferg is back ahead of the Mercedes. Contacts the midfield, and look at the Williams. That Williams is alongside the Mercedes, headed into turn 3 and 4. Nathan covers the inside line, takes 2nd place still, so he actually defends from the Williams and the Ferrari behind him. The AlphaTauri is losing ground as well. The Renault was getting involved too. The Ferrari gets a decent exit coming out of turn 3. He's alongside, look at the Red Bull alongside the AlphaTauri. The Williams versus the Ferrari down the inside into turn 4 we go. The AlphaTauri breaks later the Red Bull into turn 4. Both made contact but get away with it. Only minor contact. The Alfa Romeo takes advantage, and Louis Ladd has got past the Red Bull as we go up into turn 4. So that was a very good start. James has got past, well, he's alongside Krishna. And James has got past Krishna, but will Krishna try and fight back on the outside? He'll try to. Difficult corner, especially on traction, even in the dry. Oh, the connecting wheels. Krishna needs to back out. Oh, come on, boys. Oh, just not going well, is it? Chris Pandazar broke himself. Original Gamma. Give him a bit. Oh, come on, boys. Harvey Lee's managed to get himself into 3rd. No, he's in the pits. iNemo's in the pits. Is it time for the inters? Because I noticed that Mr. Stroud has caught up to Cohen. The gap was over 2 seconds. That was 1.6. So is it time for the inters? I wonder in this race. And he is coming into the pits. So he's responded to iNemo. Nathan's in the pits. Everybody should come into the pits now. Duval stayed out. Now is that a bad call from the Frenchman? Is he optimistic about a safety car? Jerome's in the pits, AJ's in the pits. And also the Alfa Romeo has stayed out. Jerome's got a penalty as Ferg! Ferg changes his front wing. He's actually changing his front wing. So Nathan will be absolutely buzzing. But Nemo is the net race leader because he's actually jumped him. And look at Ferg, he's about to overtake Nathan. Nathan needs to defend the inside line to cover his ground against Ferg, which he does. You know, terrible exit quit out of turn 3. Oh, James, down the inside he goes on Krishna. Krishna, does he do a switchback? Yes, they do. Oh, be careful, Nemo. Nemo needs to get past the wet weather runners. And he does so by overtaking the teammate. Oh, he's coming back. This could be 3 wide. It's turn 3. It's going to be ended in tears. We'll go on board with Nathan's point of view. He's got a Ferg crawling over the back of him. I think James should let his teammate go. If he was wise, he'd let him go. Yes, he does let him go. Nathan needs to defend. Oh, James! You don't want to fight your teammate. You don't want to ruin your teammate's race, do you? Oh, he's made contact with Ferg. Krishna and Ferg have made contact. Where's Ferg? He's overtaken by Harvey Lees. Harvey Lees has overtaken Ferg. Krishna and Ferg made contact. They connected wheel. And Nemo's got ahead of Nathan. But Nathan, will he try and go around the outside? Can he get a decent exit quit out of turn 2? Which he does. He also has DRS to good effect as well. Muscling his way down the straight. Needs to be careful not to use all of his DRS. Oh, what the hell's that? Krishna sets the fastest lap of the race. As Nemo gets ahead of Nathan. Down the inside goes Starzlag at the very last moment on James. And he doesn't make it. However, Indian Jesus versus the Renault of Damn Spin give each other space between the two. Nathan needs to be smart about using his ERS. Down the inside he goes into turn 4, but he needs to be smart about using his ERS, because if I was him, I'd stay behind Nemo and use him as a DRS trade. However, we've got James, Origin and Jerome fighting. Jerome's got past the McLaren. He's about to go round the outside of James. And look at Origin Gamma fighting back. James under massive pressure. Oh, he actually makes contact. He sends him into a spin. Oh, it goes terribly wrong. It has absolutely gone terribly wrong. And that has ended in tears. And Nathan's got past. Well, Nathan is fighting with Nemo. They just need to be careful about saving the ERS, because they can't afford to use it all. As Harvey Lees is about to... Oh, Harvey Lees lost traction. Come on, mate. Come on. Now AJ's on the back of him. This could go down to the wire. As Harvey Lees stays ahead of AJ. Dubal slide past him. But Harvey Lees losing traction has cost him a lot of ground. Needs to be careful. Come on, mate. Nemo's also running out of ERS, but he sense an opportunity right here, right now. Nathan outbreaks himself, but he outbreaks himself too much. Or has he? Nemo gets a better exit. None of them has DRS, but they need to keep an eye on for Dual. Look at that. Dual's got more ERS compared than those two combined. Nathan tries to do a switchback, but Nemo covers it. Nathan then needs to be patient, because there's 2 more laps to go. He could do the same thing what Nemo did to him. He just needs to be patient about it and make the move wisely. Nathan then, he can't overtake him here. He's going to have to save ERS and overtake him at the last lap. Don't do it here, do it at the last lap. In fact, no, don't. Oh, tight, that's going to be so tight. Nathan! Come on, Nathan, mate, keep it together. Oh, come on, Nathan. Now Nathan then needs to go for a last lap move if he wants to overtake Nemo. Look at that. You can see all the top 5 in one view, or the top 6 in fact, because Louis Lab's still outside. But look at that then. It's Nathan's last chance to do anything about it. Nathan needs to do a switchback now. Oh! Goes around the outside, but Nathan doesn't have DRS. Does he have DRS? No! Nemo has DRS. He hasn't thought about it. Look at Dual then. Dual has more ERS combined. And he's about to go down the inside of Nemo. Down the inside. Dual might take the lead on the last lap, which he does. Nemo goes around the outside. But Dual has more ERS and more overtake. They both make contact. They're going to make contact now. Nemo stays ahead. They're side by side. This is so intense. Who is going to win the Austrian Grand Prix? Dual gets ahead, but Nemo, can he still fight back? Look at Ferg all over the back of Nathan. That was so intense. Dual has not led one lap of the race, and he's in the lead on the last lap. Look at the top 5. We'll have a photo shoot here. Look at that, the top 5 all in close contention. And Duval wins the Austrian Grand Prix ahead of Nemo. Nathan will be absolutely gutted with himself. Oh, Nathan, man, he could have won this race. But that was an absolute fantastic race between Duval, Nemo, Nathan and Ferg. Duval wins the race, and he again